Hello and welcome, Cosmic Quantum Travelers. How are you doing? I hope you're doing good. It's getting quite multidimensional on this cosmic playing field. It's getting quite lucid dreamy. We're having a lot of gamma rays and a lot of solar activity, also photonic light coming in, a lot of rainbow plasma liquid light, which is assisting our re-encryption and the cosmic reset of the one consciousness and our bodies, which are holding the very intelligent organic technology that is ready to project out a whole new holographic screen for us to experience life in. So one of the messages today was on the 26th that, like, I could just see it's full access, 365 degrees, full multidimensional access now within the quantum field. And this lift, the last veil, if it's like, it's literally not there anymore. And it's all about to be revealed. And again, true disclosure is all about our inner disclosure, about standing fully in our true self. That is what activates everything else. As you shift, everything shifts. So this is all about right now shifting everything from within and holding the frequency. It's not as if you like just manifest something and, you know, align with the consciousness of the Christ or this, you know, God source consciousness, the oneness, the unity field, however we want to call this. And then, you know, you go back to your old self. No, you need to keep holding it. It's all about holding a whole new belief system, thought forms, a whole different way of perceiving reality, which is what shifts it. But as all of this clears, it will come up and out, and you just need to hold it from within the 0 point field of divine neutrality and oneness, from kind of understanding there will always be polarity, but you're holding it without resistance in your field of consciousness. You have your own discernment of what is a higher truth or what you would prefer or not, but there's no more resistance or hanging on to any truth or fighting anything, because ultimately, it's just perception, opinions, belief systems that separate us, which basically equates to the false ego self that hangs on to any of this stuff, which is you hanging on to a false reality, because spirit is eternal. Your spirit is eternal. You cannot die, and you have never been born. Okay? You are one with everything, as well as the physical reality is impermanent. That's why it's been so important for us, and especially the last few days, just to let it all go. You need to, at a very deep level, let it all go. Any kind of attachment, resistance to what is this reality, you need to understand it for what it is. It's a dream. You're always dreaming. We are all hallucinating here. But now we're taking charge of the dream field, okay, very consciously. So this is all about, for the forerunners here who hold these keys and codes, to activate, to ignite our new heaven upon the earth on behalf of all, because we carry the ancient blueprints, these source codes, on behalf of all, are here to remember, to ignite this from within. As you align with that consciousness, God source consciousness, the oneness, it goes out to all. And it's all for us to very consciously now create from the creator state, where you have taken back all of your power. You no longer blame the outside world or feel yourself as separate from your creation. So you have merged with everything. Everything is you, as well as you're your own God sovereign free self, which was the tricky part to integrate. So it's literally like, I've been going through very deep merging of the spiritual and the physical, also with my divine masculine, of literally feeling like he moved into me physically, like kind of spirit moving into you, or like kind of, in a way, a ghost moving into your physical vessel and merging with you. And on Sunday, really, the message was the second coming of the Christ is here. It's all here. And we've been anchoring since then, just really high frequencies, keep merging with this field, keep going very, very deep within, because you really need to just, you shift it from within. And I've been feeling this since Sunday, especially since the 24th, so the day after the equinox. That just the 0 point field, it's the eternal now moment. You are fully merging with your already ascended master self. So we are the guardians here, we are the ascended masters, and are integrating and are here to embody that consciousness, okay? And this is what shifts everything for us. And then, you know, things clear in the meantime. And then I could just feel today on the 26th, miracles are here now, because it's here now. That's the main message. It's all here now. It's literally all here now. We just keep igniting it. For those of my, those who are part of my Ascended Masterclasses container monthly membership, we'll do a call on the 27th. And then for those who want to join one of the open group calls and activation, we will do one on Saturday or Sunday, depending. I will see tomorrow and get all the details of probably Saturday of when we do the next call and activation, if we make it that far. It will all be about activating our superpowers. And again, this is already coming online. But I haven't gotten down yet to this. A lot happening on so many layers and levels, like just energetically in the field. Plus, in my life, I had a few things I had to juggle, which is all part of it. So there's nowhere to escape to. So anyway, I will disclose the details and make them official and post about them as soon as I have them written down. But just keep an eye out for that, because they're always very powerful calls and activations. And when we come together, the magic truly happens. And we keep making it happen every now and then. We're not waiting for anything to happen. This is like an inside-out event. You, first of all, will feel the shift from within, and then the outer shifts. So for me, the main thing has been like anchoring the 0-point field. It doesn't matter what happens or doesn't happen. It's the frequency of celebration. And you still go through your feelings and what you prefer, don't prefer. But ultimately, it's like, it's just the absence of fear. Any resistance, any attachment to any outcome, because you understand whatever needs to happen will happen, as well as you're really now mastering kind of manifestation and creation from a very conscious perspective. But you always need to you need to let go. That's the key ingredient here. You need to be able to fully let go of any attachment to outcome, because we are all connected within a quantum field, and what exactly is going to play out is constantly being co-created by the one. And if we knew everything ahead of time and would be in total control here, it would be very boring. You don't want that. Okay, so there is a big room. Like, the more you give space actually for the highest quantum possibilities to come in, the higher the outcomes will be now. So don't touch anything. Highest, like, you know, dream your wildest dreams. Like, that's a big theme. Dream your biggest dreams into reality. Okay, dream it, believe it, achieve it. Also follow any action steps. This is not about escaping reality. This is like you're always projecting reality out from within. Okay, you're always taking yourself with you. You can't escape yourself. So this is all about feeling really at home within, really whole, you know, within this new androgynous blueprints. We no longer feel like we're missing anything, as well as we do miss our soul family and beloveds, because ultimately this is, you know, ultimate emotional fulfillment. We're not supposed to be on our own here, walking this path, okay, ultimately. And we never are. That's part of the illusions we're also transcending, especially with the original pairs or twin flames, that they're always together, ultimately. And we are just kind of awakening from the dream, literally, in all ways, shapes, and forms, of understanding, first of all, we're always dreaming, but this, again, have been many artificial overlays, a lot of mind control, a lot of fuckery, that has messed with our ability to create consciously and get out of this mind control nightmare and control matrix based in fear-based thought forms and beliefs. But this is why the whole reprogramming has been so important. And yeah, you need to do it again and again and again, because you're creating new neural pathways, new you know, ways of thinking, literally, and perceiving reality. And that's what's shifting fully now. That's kind of the flip, like the magnetic pole shift and flip, if you want to see it that way, on a very consciousness, energetic level, from negative thinking to positive thinking, that, you know, and also instead of like reality just happening to us and we are like kind of a, you know, disempowered here, to, oh, we're creating all of this, but not from any place of blaming ourselves or anyone else. It's just total debt forgiveness. That was another big theme, another big theme. 2233 it is done, was the whole clearing of all bloodlines. So all the tribes, all the bloodlines have been fully cleared now of all this ancestral all of this. It's total debt forgiveness. And it was actually delivered to me very beautifully after I went to the sacred site on Monday, the 25th. That's very dear to my heart here in Dublin area. And after doing a lot of beautiful work there, and which was all about the confirmation that the 13 or the 12 tribes have been fully cleared. So all of these star races, okay, that have seeded humanity, which is basically clearing fully the Krystic, the new Krystic blueprint, Christ the Saphira, however you want to call this. It's the, you know, the new blueprint where you're still in the masculine and feminine feminine body, but you're also both. So again, you have your masculine and feminine energies and your higher lower self fully balanced, unified as one, all of your multidimensional selves. I mean, it's beyond just these polarities, but all schisms, all fragmentation has been fully healed. This is Hierogamic Union, which is completing Ascension. It's you ultimately fully merging with your multidimensional self. And again, the forerunners right now that carry these keys and codes, they are fully activated now, their diamond avatar self. So your ascended master guardian self, consciousness coming fully online, the cosmic history records, our true remembering, you know, because many of us have bits and pieces here and there. But this also happens as you connect to your soul family. All the pieces come together. That's why it's so important to share your voice, your experiences, your insights, your perception of things. It's like in my groups, like when they share, I also get a better picture and go deeper into my understanding of what's happening in the field. It activates more remembering in me, and you know, we activate one another. So your voice is needed. It completes the picture. Okay, you need to overcome any remaining fears of rejection, abandonment, being ostracized, being demonized, being hunted down, killed, raped, tortured, poisoned for the truth you hold and speaking it. I know it's not easy, okay, but we are really, people like me have paved the way, and now it's literally just, it's just illusion. You literally dissolve the last layer of any of these false overlays, this matrix based in fear, based thought forms, beliefs, doubts, worries, insecurities. All of that fear projected out has created this reality, okay, and the demons. And anyway, I mean, at the highest level. And then they have created a life on our own. But this has been all multidimensional, being cleared. And really like the whole merging of the masculine and feminine, this Hierogamic Union blueprint coming fully online, which is ultimately the Holy Trinity, also the Holy Grail codes, the Edenic codes, the Paradisian codes. And it's really, but for you, your own job, for each one of us to project now heaven and earth out. You need to fully align all of you with this, with truth, with love, with your true self, which is bringing your divine blueprint online. Okay, every little counts. Every belief, thought, word, feeling, everything we say, speak, all of this. Okay, it needs to be aligned with your true self. That's how you shift your reality. You need to keep holding this. And the forerunners of us, we feel it's all here now. That's all we need to hold right now. You're the eye of the storm. The storm is here. Okay. However this plans out, I can't tell you exactly, but we're here. Okay. And our reality is about to shift in a very physical way. Miracles are here now. Big, massive changes here now. Quantum style. So we're completing this quantum leap of the one consciousness, the cosmic consciousness, into all new free worlds. Okay, full liberation, full freedom. That means full truth. It's an inside-out disclosure. We will just remember the truth. This is not about to be televised on TV. That's part of this false reality. Okay. It's in your cellular memory as the old fully clears, the true memories of a history free of all of these fallen realities, all of these inversions in the consciousness, which all of this is really. Free of that comes fully online. An ancient future, free of any of the invasions, catastrophes. Again, the fallen consciousness, but with the lessons learned. But you need to remember a different past if you want to have a different now. And it's really all about you no longer waiting, asking when is it going to happen. It has already happened. You need to fully quantum merge and align with this now. But all of you, everything is this. Again, there's nothing to escape to. You shift it from deep within until you no longer feel separate with any parts of your reality where you have become one with it. And that's where you become the master of your reality. You create your own heaven on earth, and us all together as one. Complete us all, you know, the last step we take together. As we truly come together now with our soul family and tribes. And again, keep seeing yourself around the campfire. We're already there. Keep going into the dream field. Keep going into your DNA, your ancient technology. It's all inside of you. Don't wait for out there to happen. You will feel it first, and then it will happen out there. It's a big message, really. Okay. Keep going into the 0 point field of divine love, neutrality, and oneness. You're the eye of the storm, no matter what happens. You know, the way you experience anything is down to how you perceive it. And as you shift the way you are perceiving reality, reality shifts for you. And that's how we're shifting it all together. As we remember what has really happened, the big picture of that, all of this had to happen. All now, again, time is an illusion. And as we fully collapse this within this quantum standing wave function, fully let go, keep letting go of any belief systems, opinions, what you think is real, not real, just keep surrendering to source from a pure heart's intention is all it takes. And just ask God to show you the truth, the real truth, and nothing but the truth. And so it will be. Okay? If you're aligned with the right intentions and are here to be God's boots on the ground, you will always be supported. Okay? Especially now. So the 12 or the 13 tribes have been fully healed. Okay? This is fully quantum completing our royal weddings, our cosmic reunion. Keep seeing yourself around the campfire. Okay, we're there now. It's the year now. Keep merging with the frequency of celebration. Celebration was a song that came on today from Cool and the Gang. I leave the link below, as well as to the tribes. So you can maybe read more on this from Ascension Glossary, but it's always just take what resonates, leave the rest, as with everything. Okay, but just to give you a better insight into this. But again, it's beyond some tribes, some star races. We all come back to the oneness, okay? And this is what we're remembering, where we are. Again, it's also coming back to our tribes where we find most alikeness and really at home with, where people just get us and we vibe with. And there are always differences, you know? So the closer you can come to your own soul signature and frequency, which is also what the twin flames and the original pairs are all about, counterparts, divine counterparts. This is also now for everything we've been through, the soul expansion consciousness, now that we've collected all these new codes, because it's not just us going back to our original blueprint, but having expanded it. And now as we come together, like it's just infinite expansion of consciousness. But from a very beautiful, pure place of true connection, as well as freedom. And, you know, it's, again, interdependency, because we're all connected. And that's what we need to remember. Nobody's an island, as well as we are responsible for our own realities. It's the both end, and getting this paradox right, and how we can live peacefully with one another. But yeah, love is in the air, hearts wide open. The divine masculine is fully rising as he has become one with his own divine inner feminine and lets the heart lead and fully returns divine justice and order. And again, we all do this in everyday life, as we see with crystal clarity now, full multidimensional vision and insight through your connection to God, through your pure heart's intention. There's no special trick to this. You just have to keep doing it. Like any connection, any skill, any gift, okay? We will talk about this more in the call if we get to it, about fully activating our superpowers now, our multidimensional gifts and abilities, which brings, it's all interconnected, but it brings all of this fully online, because it's our multidimensional self and our diamond rainbow sun, plasma light body and multidimensional DNA, our true remembering of our true cosmic history records and all that we are, all of our gifts and abilities, as we bring all of our multidimensional self in, ascended master self, levitation, bilocation, okay, manifestation. Keep honing your gifts. That's, you know, any successful person, anything, you keep doing it until you succeed, okay? It's all about tenacity. So any false sense and illusions of security related to this physical world, which is transient in nature, and it's, you know, mind creates matter, remember, not the other way around, okay? Hanging on to any of this false sense of security goes out the window now, especially for the masculines. If this has prevented them for going for what their heart calls them to do, I mean, it will be taken away from you at this point, because whatever, you know, each person still needs to decide to fully let go of the dream, so to say, on one way, level, shape, form, or another, okay, and their false ego self. Because again, it's all about accountability and responsibility each one has for their own reality. We can't give this away to anyone out there anymore. 2244. So now you need to understand, as you're connected to source in your heart, you know that's the only security you need. Whatever you need will be provided for you, especially now. Our biggest, wildest dreams and more are becoming fulfilled, but you fully need to let go of every attachment you ever had to this physical world, people, places, things, no matter how close and dear they are to you. Because ultimately you understand, I mean, all of this is you. So the whole fear of, you know, attachment or resistance, it's a fear playing out. It's part of the inversions of the mind. It's not really real. So as you let go of the illusion, you know, you're always connected to the people you love. You know, I mean, running away from anything or clinging on to anything that you are, again, doesn't really make sense from a higher perspective. That's why you fully transcend it as you see it for what it is. So your false ego self is just there to tell you, okay, this is not how this really is, but it's serving a very important function, because again, it's also very natural for us to be, you know, but we're seeking a true connection now, you know, where we really connect to people truly from heart to heart, really seeing one another for who we truly are, really feeling at home, feeling, you know, not judged, feeling accepted for who we are, and our own unique individual self. But other people need to be on the same kind of frequency bandwidth and in the same level of their own true self in order for you to be able to feel at home. And again, as we come home with our own self, which is what the last call was about, the details are below if you want to access this, and the activation, all very powerful, that will definitely assist you in fully aligning with your true self and coming really fully home. And then the outer will shift now. Well, literally, we will, one way or another, will just be with one another. Okay? Whether this comes online in little steps or big quantum leaps, or, you know, we'll just finish now any second and we're fully there, we'll see. But I know that, again, from in one now moment in no time, very, very, very soon, God is pushing the button and we're fully there in the only true reality there ever has been. And it's like us awakening from a dream. And you're not waiting for anything. You keep making it happen and you keep shifting your screen from the inside out. Again, you need to shift permanently. Your consciousness needs to shift. You will always take your consciousness with you. This is holding your blueprint beyond this little physical body running around, okay, which is eternal. So the work you do on a soul level, all the spiritual work is what all of this is about. That's eternal. That's what you keep taking with you, not all of this physical stuff, okay? But now we project whatever we want. We don't need to do with too little, or, you know, there is no scarcity once we fully merge with that eternal self of ours. And again, it's also about us coming together. That's what I had to also work through over the last few days. It's kind of like, because, you know, you're kind of stuck together here until everybody gets to that frequency enough. And now the message today was also, it's like literally boiling point. It's like the final drop, you know, is here, the frequency, like it's all taking over now. Like all the fallen realities, all of these narratives, one way or another, are going to fall apart fully. It's all here now. That's the main thing, message, because it is. So you need to be led by your own inner knowing, intuition, wisdom. This is an immense rebirthing and reset now, completing, again, from within a one consciousness. How it plays out, nobody knows, and that's kind of the fun, okay? So embrace the uncertainty and childlike wonder. Like a child at Christmas. Christmas is here fully now, okay? The second coming of the Christ, it's really the crystalline consciousness, you being connected to God's source consciousness. As enough of us align with this, the oneness, okay, the singularity of the Godhead that we're all always part of. And remember this goes out within the 100 monkey effect. And as the whole collective shifts back to this truth of really seeing things how they really are, we would see heaven on earth. Because that's what else would she project from that level of consciousness? Okay, only a mind disconnected from the heart projects out this insanity, quite frankly, as I've been shown. So it's all about your connection to your heart. All right, the false matrix simulation goes fully offline now as our divine organic blueprints fully come online from within. Go deep within, the grids, all of your realities projected out from inside of you. It's all about the opening of your sacred crystal heart right now. So keep following your heart, following your guidance and wisdom, your own divine inner feminine, especially in the male body right now, okay? And let that guide you and be the driving force for your actions, okay? For all of us, again, no longer coming from our, making decisions based on fear, guilt, whatever, needing to fit into any kind of box or expectations from outside of us. So you need to be your own sovereign leader. You need to keep, again, let your heart guide you. That's you really fully connected. Your inner guidance is God speaking to you, your intuition. But yeah, you need to, first of all, figure out on this journey what's your little ego talking and what's true guidance speaking through your heart and your inner knowing. And you can really just feel truth. It's all about feeling. So real true disclosure is upon us, okay? As a true divine masculine and feminine rise as one in true divine love. Returning divine justice in order to all, okay? Freedom, liberation. It's happening from inside of us ultimately first, and then everything aligns for us. Again, we're not just waiting here like the spectators, waiting for someone to tell us that it's happening. We keep making it happen from the inside out. Each one of us needs to do this, okay? You need to be your own hero. You need to make this happen, as well as knowing like when to do, when to let go. Do, go. It's like you keep making magic happen and then you let go. You need to keep surrendering it to source. You can't be attached to the outcome. You just need to do it because you can't help yourself just following your heart's guidance. And, your inner child coming out to play now, wanting to create like a child would. Not attached to outcome, not us wanting to be rewarded or have a pat on the back or, be admired or whatever, or given loads of money for what we do. No, we would do it anyway, even if nobody's watching, so to say. Because you can't help just creating. And it will be all what comes from the heart. So think about what do you love creating from the heart? Can be anything, but it would be something, creative as in words or paintings or I don't know, creating some kind of content or art, writing, all of this stuff. And often our true passion comes back to what we really love doing as kids. And again, you might be already doing it, but you don't quite know yet what that is, or it's like something that you're incorporating in something that you're already doing every day. Okay, deep down, and we have all many different gifts and abilities, and we can also channel them into different projects, so to say, or different things we love doing. We don't need to limit ourselves to just doing one thing. The same as, I can do many different things. And I also always allow a lot of room for them to shift and change, depending on, kind of what's needed in the field and what I'm just getting as guidance of like, oh, okay, let's do this. Nothing is set for me. It always is by higher guidance, and it's always by frequency alignment. And not because I feel like I need to prove myself to anyone or I need to keep showing up. Or do I know that I do carry a high responsibility of keep showing the way and keep holding that light. And again, bringing these instruction sets and navigational tips for the Cosmic Christ, for our new blueprints to come fully online. So it's a both end. But I love, I can't help myself doing what I'm doing. I do love what I'm doing, but it's also been a lot of pushing through, and it's been a lot of hard work. And I think many doing, similar things to what I'm doing, and have been doing a lot on behalf of the collective to getting us all the way home, can agree. It's not been easy, especially with all of the backlash all of the judgments and hate and whatever attacks we had to deal with, many different layers, levels, and shapes and ways and forms. But now we let go of all of this because this was all part of the bad dream. Yay. I'm happy with that one. Okay. Again, full inner just forgiveness of self, everything that has ever happened. It's kind of like a battle process you need to go through. Anything that has ever happened to you or you've done to anyone, you need to kind of process this on one layer or another. Feel it, process it, alchemize it, realign your blueprints, learn your lessons, truly learn them, integrate them, and shift your blueprint accordingly. Again, it's not enough to just say, oh yeah, you know, it just happened because it had to happen, or you really need to get, why did it happen? Why did you create this? Ultimately, for you to claim all of your power back as the co-creator that you are. Your true power is now like the whole runner center upgrades, the solar plexus upgrades. It's a lot about like fully transcending the little ego will. You need to fully surrender to source, as well as you become one with divine will. It's totally different now. Where it's like, again, it's also the Christ child coming out to play. It's like from this playful space, because it's like a form of joyful creation, again, without attachment, fully surrender to divine will. And it's well, it's where the magic happens. Because it's like you create from a pure place, but again, together with your heart and your mind, because they're all in unison, these three main power centers, which for me also represent the Holy Grail configurations, and part of the Holy Trinity principle in our energy body. But it's beyond all of these concepts, really. But it's, again, the new power center, it's not this kind of ego will at all. It's surrender to, you know, again, divine will. You're becoming one with it. And it's really from this really playful, joyful expression. And joy is really love expressed. Which really heals all. And again, I still believe we fully heal, all of this coming fully online through the supernova of the heart event, as the beloveds come back together, as our hearts fully open. And again, it's ultimately the frequency of self-love that gets us there and aligns us with all of this, but it's one and the same. As we truly love ourselves, we will be magnetized back to the right people, our soul tribe, our beloveds. And I mean, what else would we want to do but share that love with one another to reach full, true emotional fulfillment? Because that's what really heals. We all need our tribe. We need community to really be healthy individuals. Nobody is meant to be isolated while still living all squeezed in with loads of other people. Because again, also you need to be frequency aligned with the people you surround yourself with, you know. Once we get on with everyone ultimately, but you get me, there's still, you know, our dose of the closest frequency alignment that just get us. We don't need to explain ourselves. And there is nothing that gets lost in translation, whether we use language or not, so to say, because people can really see you for who you truly are. So that's true intimacy and connection, which is what we're connecting with again, as we know ourselves. So know thyself will get you there. You need to be fully honest to your true, authentic self, your real, raw self, not some imagined version of what that should look like, the second coming of the Christ. It's, again, the Christ, the Kryst stands for crystalline consciousness. It stands for Krystalla. It's ultimately you connected to God's source consciousness. We're going beyond all of these concepts, really. It's everybody remembering themselves as part of the Godhead, okay? Part of the unity field that we all want, and that we are imagining all of this. We're always co-creating this, and we are the masters of our own realities. That's what we're here to remember. And that we fell asleep behind the steering wheel. And all there is to do is now to fully wake up. Again, take mastery of the dream field, of your hallucination. Okay, remember what this is. Keep going deep within to resolve it all. Any remaining discord, fragmentation, any separation still felt, as you fully clear and heal this, look back on my other videos or calls that I offer that help you with this. You fully break through to the other side, because you keep remembering, okay, this is like literally a video game we're walking in. This is still part of a fallen reality, of a false matrix. You know, it's inorganic, and we're just waking up as our blueprints fully come online, our remembering. We are waking up fully from the dream. Okay, one way, shape, form, or another. That's for sure. Because it's done now. It's in that hierarchy. So now we get to have really fun. okay? Which again, joy is love expressed. So let's do this. Let's express the love that we are. I leave it here. I give an update soon, so keep remembering what is really real here. Ultimately, your reality again shifts from within you. You will feel it first, and then the outer will shift. But you need to keep holding the frequency. You can't like do it and then expect it to be there, and then nothing happens, or like, you know, as everything clears, kind of the opposite of what you want to happen is happening. And as you though hold it within a 0 point field, this just collapses. Again, as anything clears, it comes up and out to be cleared. Just see it for what it is. As you no longer get triggered by it, as you no longer believe it to be true, it can then collapse from the 0 point field. Again, the call from the 909, the collapsing and co-creating, you know, multidimensional realities, quantum realities, was really good. Again, details are also below if you want to enjoy the replay of that. They really are. They're very long calls with some really powerful activations. I can just recommend them if this is something, you know, you want some support with. Otherwise, I'll update soon on the call for the fully activating our multidimensional superpowers for this weekend. And yeah, I also did an interview today with Mark Edwards. So I'm going to upload this as well as soon as I get a copy. That was really fun. I did a lot of talking, a summary of everything really I've been talking about so far, and for him as well. It's just, I think the general consensus was, it's here now, and this is it. And because it is. So yeah, let's have fun whilst we walk the Rainbow Bridge all the way back home to our new heaven upon the earth. Okay, however you want to call this, it's always projected out from within. Give it whichever name you like. Let's not get divided over words, opinions, belief systems anymore, please. Because that's what gets us there, to that reality where we're no longer divided over this nonsense. All right? Okay, yay. So we're here now, fully at home within the true self, and we no longer feel afraid, resist, reject, cling on to anything. Full flow state. You fully let go. You create this big quantum vacuum where, again, you then just ask Source, show me the highest quantum possibilities, okay? But you still need to do your steps. You still need to also make the magic happen, but then you let go without any attachment to outcome, okay? And keep calling forth the miracles and believing in them. Again, it's ultimately our deepest held belief systems, thought forms. That's what creates our realities. So that's why we have been doing all the work on clearing all of that limiting stuff, all the fears, doubts, worries, insecurities, which again create distortions in the field because they're not based in truth. Okay, so remember what's really real. Keep going deep within to uncover that. Now, the last bit of clearing of the throat chakra is here. As all of our physical, mental, emotional selves, all our physical, mental, emotional, spiritual bodies fully align, especially again the masculine, feminine, higher, lower self. All of these polarities fully unifying, merging within the 0 point field of divine love, neutrality, and oneness. And that's what the original twin flames pairs, counterparts do, as they fully now unify their divine blueprints, fully resurrected. They fully ignite a new earth blueprint, which is like basically a whole new creation. Again, this new divine organic creatrix field where there is no more division, no more separation between universes, dimensions, all of this. It will be a very malleable, multidimensional experience, and it's here now. So tune in, keep igniting it from inside of you, from within your DNA blueprint. Okay, the film strip to your realities literally lies inside of you. Okay, everything is going to come online from inside of you. You will feel it first within, you activate it from within, and then the outer shifts. But you have to clear out all that is not that, okay? And what that is will become very obvious now. So resistance is indeed futile. Indeed, it will keep co-creating what you don't want. So let go, let it all the way go. All resistance, all attachments, it's not your natural state of beingness. Only fear would make you do this. Let go, and then the magic happens, okay? Allow it all to collapse into the highest quantum possibilities. which are infinite now. Let God take over and guide you all the way home. All right, connected to your heart. All it really takes is your pure intention. Okay. All right. So I leave it here. Thank you so much for your support. Details are below if you want to support me with a donation, or again, check out any of the links to my previous calls, and I'll announce the next one very soon. And yeah, I see you there around the campfire. So keep merging with that, keep going deep within, spend a lot of time inside, activating again heaven on earth from within you in the eternal now moment. That's the only time it will ever be available, always now. Okay, everything else is part of the illusion. So tune in now with your eternal self, fully merged, fully ascended, fully risen. So coming fully online. That's it. Done. Sushanata. Goodbye.